My dearest Genevieve, it is now day 97 on our hunt for the boulette here in the Dorian Wastelands. When we set out, we were 2 strong. Now there are only 9 of us remaining. The men have taken to calling it Land Shark, for it appears out of seemingly nowhere and strikes with the precision and ferocity of the oceanic killer. It is with an incredibly heavy heart, and I must tell you that his last victim was our youngest brother, Tirith. I shall avenge him though, sister. I shall avenge him. When we set off on this journey, we were foolish and headstrong. The boulette was quick to teach us that we were intruding on its land, on its home. We have learned much in the past few months, and have been able to hurt it on occasion. Before succumbing to his wounds, Tirith was able to strike it deep within its breast, and we believe that it may be close to death. Tonight is the final hunt. Either we kill it, or it kills us. I know boulette is a rarity among the people of Moxbury, but my one hope, my one deepest hope, is that the meat we bring back is fed to the orphans and the homeless of the city. That the men who died sacrifice was not made in vain. I would be mortified if some dumb, rich elf bought it all up and served it at a fancy party or something. That would be the worst. Sleep well on my behalf, for we do not get much of it here. Yours, Danefield Sinclair.
Hi, you're listening to Tales from Moxbury. I'm Joshua Long, the GM, and we're playing Blades in the Dark tonight by John Harper. Let's go around and introduce all the players.
My name is Dave, and I'm here to say I play Blades in the Dark in a brand new way.
Hey!
I'm playing Iora, the half-elven spider. I exist on the internet in various forms and fashions. Randomly type in 7 keys on Twitter, and that's my account. I enjoy hateful personal attacks on Twitter, so go ahead and send those to me. Iora believes that everyone has a price. Iora believes that others' perceptions of gender can be manipulated. Iora believes that the Aelith problem has been resolved. Iora believes that Nux and Vez are conspiring together. And Iora believes that DeMarco can be trusted with responsibility. Iora's instincts are that he always exploits a known weakness, and his instinct is that when the mission is compromised, he will retreat quickly, and his instinct is that he will extract a price from those who try to mislead him.
Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm playing Nux, the Bugbear Lurk. Nux believes that there are 2 Matildas, and I love them both. Nothing good ever comes from deals with the church. Vez is the only member of the party who can be trusted completely, and the Crystal of Kaze will lead me to great power. Nux's instincts are when he's cornered, he will lash out, never leave anything behind, and he should always be earning.
Hello, I'm Brother John, and I play an orcish cutter named DeMarco Thrask. And Mark Zuckerberg is the reason why I stay off the internet. DeMarco's beliefs are that the bugbear is hiding something from him, from me. And might also, he believes that might makes right. Vez is useful but needs to be pushed. Personally believes that he is a terrible person, and he believes that Toombs is straightforward and finds his honesty refreshing.
Hi, I'm Amber. I'm playing Vez Stumpgut, the Goblin Hound. Vez's beliefs are Lyra is annoying and must be crushed. Pleasing Iora will lead to his ultimate happiness. Nux is very bad at making decisions. Toombs can control ghosts. That there is treasure to be found in Mox Ferry, and blood magic is pretty fucking cool.
It's all pretty true, yeah.
His instincts are, if a situation looks like it will end badly, he will run. He will react badly if someone gets in his way or messes with his possessions. And when guns are pulled on Vez, he will find cover first.
I am John. I am playing Hevok, the group's tiefling leech. Hevok's beliefs, I believe it goes against the will of the goddess to allow someone to have a premature death. I believe in discovering the secrets to healing disease and injury by inspecting bodies. I am appalled by those who would raise the unwilling dead from their well-deserved rest. I believe that Aelith must reconcile with his father to be put to rest. And I believe DeMarco thinks I am soft, and I'd like to prove that I can be useful. My instincts are to avoid causing harm to others. I have sympathy for the dead, and I believe others are reasonable people.
So yeah, you guys are just got the compass from Lord McCon. You kind of did your stuff, and so now what are you guys going to do?
Is there a nearby city we can move to and start over again? Because I think we've really kind of ruined this one.
No.
Yes. Yes,
Well,
I support that.
We could start our own city.
We're going to gather
Yes.
personal information and sell it to people.
Oh, okay.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Vez wants to know about this treasure
Really?
and also blood magic.
Wait, the treasure map, you mean?
Yeah. I have one half of a treasure map. I really want to find the rest of this treasure.
Well, maybe we should gather information on this crystal.
Oh, we have to do crystal stuff first?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Well,
should.
we kind of committed to that, or they're going to hang us, I think, was the...
Kinda, yeah. They're pretty much said, yeah, you can find this, or we're going to destroy you, pretty much, because you're at war with the Vanguard of Light.
Yeah, we're trying to do them a favor.
Maybe we can find the treasure map stuff on the way
yeah.
There you go.
to pick up.
Or, yeah, which,
So as I recall, we
Track built
negotiated that this would be our way of getting out from underneath them killing us.
Yep.
yep.
Exactly.
So let's hope this works.
So, what are we doing?
I've got a crystal. Crystal has a tracker duct taped to it around
pretty
it.
much.
On the same night that we had our unfortunate incident with the wagons, a crystal that belongs to the Vanguard of Light was lost. They would like us to find it. It is no longer near the wagons. We have gotten a compass that will lead us to it by attuning with this strange device that the bugbear has.
You're not 100% sure that it'll like point you right away to get in the general vicinity and stuff.
I believe it'll do that.
Okay.
So is it, can I tell, is it actually sucking energy out of my crystal?
No, it's not, because you have to like activate your crystal. But you're pretty sure if you try to activate it, it would, yeah, pretty much like suck it up.
So the compass is like a bloodhound. We need to get the scent off of your crystal so it will go find another crystal like it.
Well, we had the best. I think we should go to the location of
The scene of the crime.
the scene of the crime, which would be on these two's route.
Yeah.
And we'd had to follow your guys' route and then figure out where they
Well,
lost it.
wasn't it lost in the collision? Wasn't
Yeah.
that
Yeah, so it was lost around,
the part where I drove our wagon?
yeah,
or the
around
other wagon?
the inner shop district.
And how close was that to our actual vampire destination?
Pretty close. A district away.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, here's my thought.
Is there a river between us and that? That's unfortunate.
Well, my guess is it's probably not laying in the weeds in that case.
Because if it was just laying in the weeds, they would have found it.
Right.
If it does work like a bloodhound, we still need to pick up the trail where it last
So,
was.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
From the factions that we know of, which factions would know what this is enough to understand its value and hide
Do
it
we
well?
know what it is enough to understand what its value?
Kinda.
Well, that one isn't squeaky.
Yeah, it apparently is not.
Is your work one squeaky?
No.
Then we need to fix this.
Yeah, we'll just WD-40 it. Also, the caveat was to not let other people know that you're looking for it. Or that they pretty much exist.
So I shouldn't go up to somebody and say, "Hey, have you seen a blue crystal? Hey, have you seen a blue crystal?"
A magic
What
blue
was
crystal
it?
that disintegrates vampires.
Go back to the scene of the crime.
Go to the
kind
scene
of
of the
deal?
crime.
All right.
Get a
Sure.
trail and then figure out where to go. Like if it leads like at somebody's door, then we ask. And
What
we're like,
time of day is it?
Daytime.
Happy hour.
Unless you wanted to wait.
I want it to not be vampire time of day.
yeah, same.
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea.
Also, the better we fix the problem, the sooner we fix.
We
the
have
problem,
not actually encountered our employers from
We
that last
did
job, have
not.
we?
We bailed on that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we killed one of the employers of that.
Yeah, you
we
killed the
him.
employer.
We killed
And
our
I looted his
employers.
body.
Yeah.
I mean, ironically, we're in worse shape with the Vanguard of Light over this than we are the
Vampire.
I'm pretty
To be
sure
fair, we left
the
no
Beast of the
witnesses.
Night Alliance.
To be fair, we left no witnesses.
No, there's
I'm
witnesses.
sure the beasts of the Night
Not
Alliance are
beastie.
not going to overlook like a whole bunch of vampires suddenly going
We
missing.
we
and they're
did.
going to figure it out.
We did
one way or the other.
annihilate a coven.
Yeah.
We're really the best damn heroes in this whole thing.
I know.
They're the one group that I'm not afraid of right now. It's like, oh no, it's an army of the undead. I've got a fart bag, and they're dead.
That's a good point. Mary,
Let's go to the scene.
All right, to the scene.
stop pushing plot.
So it's been it's pretty much been cleaned up, and it's around, say, the shop district. And there's a whole bunch of shop fronts around. Some of them have boarded up windows that were clearly broken, but there's hustle and bustle and commerce going on. What do you do?
I go shopping.
All right.
It's a shopping adventure now.
I go to a jewelry store.
Okay, you're at a jewelry store.
Is there any blue crystals in here?
You see sapphires.
Done.
Do I know the difference between the sapphire and the Crystal of Kaze?
He's never opened the bag to us. We haven't been able to
You
look at
know what the Crystal of Kaze in general looks like because you saw the giant one
Yeah.
that you took a long time
Does
ago.
it look like a sapphire?
It was teal.
So it's aquamarine.
Yeah.
I don't know my colors well enough.
So yeah, sure. There's that gem there too, if you want it as well.
Like,
So Vez walks in.
Okay.
No, that's just straight.
No
Is that
one's
too blue?
doing anything. Someone's stopping me.
Yeah.
I know
DeMarco-
you're gonna hang yourself.
DeMarco
there.
picks up Vez, is like, what the fuck are you doing? And pulls it back out, and so we can use the compass and get a trail on the goddamn
Oh yeah, compass. That's right. All right. Who's got the compass?
It's got the compass.
I do.
Bug
Okay,
does.
get Crystal.
I have Tinker and a Tinker of 3 and a Attune of 2. I don't know what you need to use this freaking crystal.
I have a tune too.
Yeah. Bug's probably the most qualified to use it right now.
Which is sort of a sad commentary on our chances of success.
Does the crystal have a certain smell to it?
We already said it smelled like sea breeze.
Just to be clear, if you open that bag, will we all die?
I won't.
I personally wouldn't want to find out.
Okay. I don't know. I will do my compass thing.
Okay, roll a tune. This is you gather information.
Can I assist on that somehow?
How do you assist?
I will talk to him in general about not looking into the bright light and having your soul sucked out of your body. When you feel your insides
another
being
dot.
tugged into the eternity, you turn the
And a
other
6.
way.
Then take 1 stress as your
Right.
6. So it definitely like it's kind of like a bloodhound in a way of like there's a path that the compass is kind of like shivering towards.
So it like gets the scent and then it's like, "Tong."
Yeah, and it goes into the jewelry store.
Motherfuckers, I was on the right path.
What if we find out that Vez has been carrying like a coat pocket the whole time? It seems to want to follow her. Him.
It's
him.
me. I'm him.
Yeah.
Was it really the same jewelry store as?
Yes.
Yeah, sure it was.
For comedy, sure.
Son,
Yeah, I just give Vez a funny look. Like, okay.
I guess we've got our own bloodhound now.
This is just like standing like, with arms out. Like, of course, I knew what I was doing.
All right, back into the jewelry store.
I can't not imagine Vez is like a really short Charlie Day now. Like a really crazy little.
So like a
energetic
normal
guy.
Charlie day.
Yeah. Charlie Day.
So who walks in first?
Is the name of the store Crystal Myth?
I think Vez is already standing there, so.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I fictionally positioned this.
Crystal Myth?
Myth.
Okay, fine. It's called Crystal Myth.
Is there special jewel
What does that mean?
blue ice?
It's like a joke on crystal meth.
Ah. Okay.
Oh.
All right. As you walk in,
Wordplay.
a old fellow is at the counter. He's like, "Oh, can I help you?" And he kind of all gives you a strange look because of
Yeah, I'm not dressed for jewelry shopping. Usually you want to bling that out a little more and make them think you know what you're doing. I was dressed for like outdoor
trudging.
Yeah, pretty much. Knee-high boots and. I'm sorry, your name?
my name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, yes. My associates and I are looking for unusual jewelry, maybe even stones that have not been worked into pieces yet.
Okay.
Do you have anything to show us?
He's like, "Of course I do, but I guess what's skills?"
Probably consort.
Yeah, let's go with consort.
I'm not lying to him yet.
Nope.
6 and a 1.
My God. He's like, "Oh yes. Usually people like them worked in already, but I will go get some." And he it's not a very complicated store, and he goes to this big wooden cabinet, pulls out a tray, and brings it there. And there's different shapes of whatever kinds of stones you want. But the Crystal of Kaze isn't there.
No, it's not there. That would have been easy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would have been easy.
That would have been nice.
But
I rolled a 6.
Right, so you can pump him for information.
Yeah.
now.
I'm going to be honest with you, Emmanuel. I was looking for something a little bigger And you know, I had heard rumors that you guys had brought in a piece on trade not that long ago that would fit that description. I hate to be pushy, but is there something?
He's like, oh, are you talking? I found a large aquamarine crystal earlier this morning on my stroll in.
Oh,
I
wow.
thought it was quite odd, but you're not the first person to ask, I believe, about this.
Really?
Yes, there was actually multiple people that came in.
Wow. So am I in a bidding war here?
Unfortunately, no. One fellow came in with quite the purse. The first one, he was extremely lucky and made a deposit, and well, the month is covered.
Wow. So he took it back with him.
Yes. His name was Cameron.
Cameron. Wow. What's with you fantasy people having typical names?
Like a suburb.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Run into Eli.
I think your mistake is thinking that his name is Cameron, not Cam Iran.
Yeah.
Are there other patrons in here?
Yeah, there's three other people amongst top of you five.
Well, my friend here, and I point over to Hivok. That crystal actually belonged to one of his business associates.
Oh.
And unfortunately, that person, they misplaced it, and he has a desire to bring that back to his associates' loved ones.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Especially, possession is 9/10 of the law, and he kind of shrugs his shoulders and puts up his hands.
I don't think that's legally true, but now that you've laid a tray of jewels in front of us, I'm intrigued.
He kind of scowls. He takes the tray behind the...
No! That's what's hands were just slowly going there. Oh, damn.
You can...
If he said possession is 9/10 of the law and Vez was like, yoink!
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
You can
Interject, man.
You can interject.
Okay, I'll do it.
Risky standard.
What do you want me to roll? What skill? Sleight of hand?
Finesse.
Finesse is what
finesse.
that is.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Well, 4 and a 3.
4 and a 3.
A success.
6 is a success.
According with our new rules, you could even...
You could.
You could resist.
I'm just gonna start a clock.
Jeez.
Boo!
Yeah. What kind of stone do you take?
A red ruby because it's blood, like.
Oh, okay.
Blood magic. The thing you think is the coolest thing?
Yeah.
It's a 6-tick clock. So yeah, you gotta go ahead and write down. Make sure it's a coin. So you're at.
What?
so
A coin?
Yeah, it's a coin.
All right.
But regardless, Cameron's a unusual fellow. I see him around a lot.
Is
But
he a frequent client?
I guess, but he doesn't always remember me.
Oh, wow.
What?
Really odd.
Wow.
He's an odd fellow.
You would certainly not want the wrath of those who are the true owners of it to fall on you. So it behoove you to give us information so we can get it back in rightful hands before they come looking for who has taken it from them.
I unfortunately do not know where he lives.
Well, you see him frequently.
Yes.
Where do you see him frequently?
He comes here.
Oh, daily?
No, not daily. And sometimes when I'm on my walks, I see him as well in the around the park district sometimes.
Okay.
Perhaps if you were just to consider for a moment that if you ran into a situation where you had to speak to the authorities and explain to them where stolen goods went so as not to find yourself imprisoned for life.
I can give you a... God.
Perhaps you would be able to point them in the right direction.
Such a straightforward guy.
Yeah, I know. He's like, well, I just know his name is Cameron. He's a male elf. What does Cameron look like as an elf?
He's very, very tall. He's like 7 feet tall.
All right.
He's like 8. I hear he's like 100 feet
Oh.
tall.
No,
7 foot tall.
He's 7 foot tall.
He's Godzilla elf.
He's Godzilla.
He's got
well-
like such really sad eyes, like they're so sad and droopy, and there's bags underneath of them. And his hair is scraggly and unkempt, but like pulled back into like a ponytail, like a
Yeah.
half ponytail. You know, like you pull.
It's greasy.
And it's greasy and
And
bald.
rumor has it he always wears 2 different colored socks.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. He
Yeah.
always wears 2 different colored socks.
And so the compass is basically taking, like you said, is a bloodhound that takes us on a trail. It
Yeah.
doesn't point us in the cardinal direction of the crystal.
Is it kind of like that?
or not.
Is it kind of like the compass from Pirates of the Caribbean? Just as an example, like it'll point you to what you desired or whatever.
Kinda.
Have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
I've seen it. Of course.
Don't act
Come
like...
on, don't, of course
Don't
not.
of course me.
What's that?
How is the princess bride?
God damn it.
While they're fucking around with Emmanuel,
Yeah.
I would like to be like compassing stuff.
Sure.
So like we're in here.
Yeah.
What is it leading?
It kind of goes around like all the
Just
around, and they kind of yeah. And it's,
Okay, so they're talking, and I'm just walking out,
yeah,
following it.
exactly.
Does he talk about anything when he comes in here?
No, he's pretty silent. It's quite odd.
What is
And he
what does
forgets who
buy?
you are.
He buys jewelry, mostly gems, but not even mounted.
Not set. Okay.
He sounds pretty wealthy. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Does he
I
come
believe
from?
he is.
Does he come from like a good family or something? Like that?
I have never gotten his
Has he-
name, but he does appear to be very wealthy.
Has he ever smiled at you?
Yes, he actually smiled at
What did he smile about?
when I sold him this gem this morning.
Are his teeth made of gems?
Good idea, but that's a good idea, but no.
But you say he doesn't always remember you.
No, he does not.
Getting high off of crystals.
But are there other times when he does remember you?
Yes, it's
Okay.
quite odd.
That is quite odd. Okay.
When he comes in and he knows you, does he act any different? It said he looked pretty tired.
Yes, when he does, he thinks about it. He's like, yes, sometimes he seems more approachable when he knows my name.
Doppelgangers. And Vez pulls out his notebook and writes that down.
D-O.
So,
Look, I'm going to night school, okay?
exactly.
Stop making fun of me.
so you're saying that his behavior changes according to whether he remembers you or not?
I would say
What would you say he's like when he doesn't remember you?
like a new customer that, like a stranger that just comes in.
Right, but I mean, like his attitude, I suppose. you would say.
It always seems to be the same.
It always seems to be the same. So he's not like, well, obviously he's friendlier when he remembers you because he remembers you. But I mean, like, is he always friendly, or does he seem like he's kind of cold when he doesn't remember you?
He acts probably as a guarded stranger, you could say.
Okay, weird.
Indeed, but he's a good client.
Does he always buy the same kind of gems?
No, a plethora.
Has he ever said what his favorite is?
No, he hasn't.
When's his birthday?
So we already asked about the frequency of his visits, right? Like weekly, monthly,
Definitely at least weekly.
weekly.
Yeah,
Weird. Comes in every week just to buy
at
jewelry.
least once a week.
And
if not
sometimes he
more.
remembers them, and sometimes he
it's
doesn't.
pretty fucking weird.
Also, he's rich, apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He always pays in coin.
always in coin.
All right.
Huh. Weird guy.
I like how I like to imagine we walked in the store and we were shenanigans at first, but then when the questions started
You're like,
happening, it went to black and white.
Yes.
And like a noir
Yeah,
film.
yeah.
So he bought the Crystal of Kaze for you practically immediately, correct?
Yes,
Was-
and for some reason he always has the same amount of coin, but today he had a very large sack, as if he knew.
As if he knew, huh? Did you touch it with your bare hands?
I did.
Do you remember your name?
Yes, it's Emmanuel.
Do you remember your birthday?
Yes, whatever date or whatever. I don't know what calendar system Oxford has.
February 24th.
There you go.
Does he wear fancy gloves, like jeweler's gloves or something like
Do
that?
we have to ask the questions in like a 1940s noir style now?
Yeah.
Hey,
sure.
boss, what'd you have for breakfast?
Okay,
Yeah,
no,
see now here.
he was just like, no, nothing. The only thing I thought was kind of odd was as I was holding it, it was like windy for some reason.
Weird. Did it
I
smell?
guess he wouldn't
Would
know.
you say the wind smelled like sea breeze?
Yes.
Yeah,
What's going on?
I don't know. This is something I've had this morning
It's this
too.
new
you
thing
know?
that they're coming up with. Scratch and sniff gems.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Great. He's like,
Flawless.
Go ahead and roll sway there, Vez.
sure, go ahead.
5 and 2.
Yeah,
Take the
yeah.
lowest.
I had. Oh wait, why did I roll 2? I don't have anything in sway.
So
So you
roll
take the
two,
lowest.
Take the lowest too.
Two.
He's like, what's going on?
I think we've told you what's going on.
Is it dangerous?
It would be more dangerous if you still had it.
Well, I don't. Luckily,
But for Cameron's safety, we need to find him.
I told you all I know about Cameron.
All right. Well,
I would suggest that you
I can
forget.
tell you're lying, Emmanuel. Tell me everything.
No,
You are Cameron.
I would suggest that you forget that you ever encountered this gem.
Yeah, that would be great. Perhaps I'll close up for the rest of the day.
You're good for the month, right?
You do
Take a
that.
vacation. Go
You're right.
learn
Take a
surfing.
vacation. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, yes, and he starts like pushing you all out.
Okay.
Does he have anything
I'm
on him
already
that's
out.
cool looking?
He definitely has a nice pocket watch and all that
I
kind of
wonder if
stuff.
he's actually going to go
No,
vacation.
Vez.
I wonder if I can finesse
You
the
can't
store
reach
key
the
up.
shoulder.
Hey, boy.
I don't think I'm going to actually try that though.
How close is he to me?
Well, he definitely approaches all of you as he's trying to push you out. So do as you wish.
Please don't.
Please
Please
do.
don't.
I mean, I'm not here anymore, but please do.
Oh, that's right. You were.
I'm
You're a gambler, Vez.
like,
You're a gambler, Vez. Do it.
I like how I imagine like there's one like devil on one shoulder and
Yes.
an angel on the other. No, I won't
and
do
then
it.
and then the devil stabs the angel, and you do it.
I'm not gonna do it. Vez thinks about it. It crosses his mind.
You guys get pushed out.
Oh, I would have gotten it if I rolled it.
Ah, well. No
He
big
rolled
deal.
again for realsies. He locks the door, and you see bugs. Bug.
The back of Bug's head.
Yeah, just like walking down the road.
Yeah. Follow bug.
All right. So
I like how in the street though, Vez and DeMarco were like, "Yeah, if I would have taken his pocket watch, it would have been like this." And you've never seen it.
Yeah.
See it coming.
So you guys walk through, or the next place you go to is also in the shop district, on the edge between the shop and the park district, and it's a butcher shop.
I like meat.
I was actually just, I was thinking about
Today's special, long-rangey elf.
if there was a like a food cart on the way over. I was totally thinking about stopping somewhere and getting something.
Well,
But now we're at a butcher,
Yeah.
so that works out.
Really?
yeah,
It must be nice to have coin.
Must be nice to.
Yeah, I'm broke.
the thing goes right in. If you're following
What's it
the path.
called? What's the storefront say?
Yeah, what's the storefront say?
God damn it, Josh! Come up with your
Pork
world.
butt.
Why do I?
Slam that ham.
You were the one that said
Done.
What was the jewelry store called?
Crystal meth.
no one.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
crystal meth, yeah.
Good job, me.
Fine, slam that ham.
Across naming stores left and right. Slam that ham.
You walking to slam the ham.
I guess.
So it's a pretty big butcher shop. It's actually probably a fairly sizable butcher shop, and there are a whole bunch of people there. It's like it has indoor refrigeration magic.
Ice methods.
Yeah, ice methods or chill touch. There's a whole bunch of different mechanisms, but it's definitely cold in here. So it's like, oh, this must be a very well-to-do butcher shop since it has refrigeration. But there is there's an ice method that actually meets you. It's like, oh, what can I do for you?
Cold.
I go.
It is very cold in here.
I go over him with the compass.
It does. It kind of.
It's like a Geiger counter.
Yeah, you're just like, boo, 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 boo.
I'm following it.
You intersect the path, and he's like, what do you need?
What's your special meat here?
My special meat here is bullet.
I'm
It's a-
doing this to give you time, Bug, to
It's
go
a
search.
Bullette.
Right.
Bullet.
Bullet. It's bullet.
So they're talking. Mm-hmm. I'm sneaking,
Yeah, it's just literally like going through the whole thing, and then it goes back out.
going out, back out.
Well, cool. I take out my notebook and I write it down, Bullet, and then I leave.
Did you have a customer earlier today by the name of Cameron?
You roll your gather information. How do you do this?
I don't know what
Consort sway.
I got one sway.
All right.
Go for it.
I will say, if it does pass by, like the kitchen or something, I'll grab a piece of meat. I'll
A
knock it out.
6.
Man, you guys are just getting them. Boom, 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 boom.
I didn't get it.
So he's like, oh, yes, I did meet this Cameroon. He had a giant smile on his face, and he was here with a female half-orc as well. And they were having a very, very large order. The largest order, I would say, in almost a year.
Of pork
Of boulet.
roulette.
They ordered a bunch of bullet.
Boulet and some whatever other kind of meats you want to say, but
Hot
it was
slosh.
hot slosh.
Oh, no.
Griffin.
Is he a frequent customer of yours?
He is not, but the female half orc I do see monthly.
Where do they have their deliveries delivered to?
They actually, the half orc is quite strong, and she usually carries it herself.
How much blood are we talking about?
I believe that's why the fellow was here this time as well. Cameroon was here as well to help carry. They might as well have been carrying a bullet themselves.
But you've never had to deliver to them before?
No.
Do you have any records of payments that might have an address on them?
No, they always come in person with coin in hand and order.
Have you ever seen them around town anywhere else?
I've seen them in the park district. Thinking about it, they usually make a sizable order about this time every year, but this year was just extraordinary. I already took care of the month.
I sense a theme here.
Cameron's just giving out money.
Iora walks in the door. He had to stop by. We walked by a clothing store, and he had to
Change clothes.
Yeah, he's decked out in his Sherlock Holmes with the deerstalker cap,
yeah.
There you go.
magnifying glass,
You got a pipe?
As you're walking in, I'm walking out.
and yes, and a big teal cape. If that's
Oh my
possible.
god! Yes. Okay. Totally.
He's making obviously a barbecue. Oh shit, there's gonna be blood magic there for certain. I want to go there.
All right.
So you walked in as Sherlock Holmes.
Yep.
So what do you guys do? Toombs is talking to the ice method, but you guys have a 6 for this conversation as well.
This guy doesn't know his name or where he lives, or his address. So it's like, well,
What about the half orc? He doesn't know her address.
No.
Okay. Does he know her name?
Yeah, her name is Kaylin.
Kaylin,
Kaylin.
what's she look like?
What does she look like?
God damn it!
She's 4'2".
yes. No, yes. She's 4'2".
She's bald.
She is bald.
She always
No. She's a reverse mohawk.
Yes.
Reverse mohawk.
Yeah.
So it's very she's wearing rainbow suspenders. She wears button-ups and trousers. And she has rainbow socks.
And Chris, what does the button on her left suspender say?
I love meat.
Does it have a heart or does it say love?
I
It has like an anatomically correct heart.
there you go.
Oh,
yeah.
Do you still have bullet meat available since they bought so much?
Yeah,
note,
we still have some.
Is the ice method wearing clothes or is he just
Hanging all out.
She.
she?
Is she hanging all out?
No, she has like
I mean, they are kind of demon-y.
right now she has like something going on. She's not naked.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, something going on. So
I
first
can't-
outfit.
I can't.
She has an apron and
Sure.
wrapped up, rolled up sleeves.
Is it
that
a
are
little?
kind-
Are they iced?
dirty shirt? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like not her favorite shirt because she's working with meat.
Right.
Blood everywhere.
Are they? Is she covered in ice?
Yeah.
Is
Of
it like
course.
is it-
It's like there's ice mist coming off of her wings as she's flying.
So they took this meat, but they didn't take any kind of like.
They take any condiments?
Well, they didn't take anything to keep it cool. It's a hot day out there.
Yeah.
They must have not gone very far.
I guess not.
Okay. Yeah.
They probably were going right back.
Yeah. Right back where?
Right back where?
Oh.
Boy, that's my voice.
Vez, can you track this bullet meat?
I'm actually following Bug right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bugs
I mean, I
on
guess
the
yeah.
trail.
We've got the compass. Who gives a shit?
Is there any snacks in here?
I stole some
Like
on my way out.
little meat snacks.
Little meat snacks, little
Yeah.
samplers.
Yeah, they got samples. And,
Yeah.
like just free samples?
That sushi grade
Bullet.
bullet meat.
Is it just out there for take?
Sure. Yeah. A little toothpick.
I take one.
Delicious.
I take another.
It has a nice little vein of
Take
fat in
another.
it.
I'm gonna slap.
What are you doing? Oh, please, one sample a person.
I eat another.
I feel like
I'm gonna
bullet
slap
meat is
Vez meat.
probably.
I eat another.
I'm literally gonna slap Vez.
I eat another.
Just like,
Excuse you.
and not even a slap though, because my hand's probably like, this,
Right.
you know, just like a funk.
Right.
I was enjoying that.
First, Vez, one per customer. Second of all, don't eat the toothpicks.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I keep the toothpicks.
I feel like a goblinoid
like
digestive
little
tract
things.
is kind of like a trash compactor. Just whatever, man.
Like Oscar the Grouch.
Let's see. So Vezel, 1, 2, 3, 4. I ate 5.
Seems fair.
The ice method kind of looks at Sherlock Holmes. She's like, do you need anything?
Not at this moment, because I'm not headed right back.
Okay.
But now that I know about Slam the Ham, I'm sure I'll be here next time I need premium grade monster meats. All right.
Bye.
I take one more before I walk out the door.
And we go outside and follow Bug.
Yeah, his bug wandered far.
Yeah.
Do we follow Vez, who's following Bug? I started to say Fez.
That's fine.
So you guys easily catch up with Bug because I'm just picturing how he's like, do.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, he's not hustling. He's not trying to lose you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
He's probably exactly following the
Yes.
compass.
Yes,
Yeah.
just every like cockamamie dumbass.
Like through the alley and over
Double
the fence
back.
and yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
mhm.
So you guys go through the park district, and you go through these nice parks. Some of the places it kind of like does a few circles and like a pacing pattern in front of buildings, and then keeps on going and goes into the adventuring district. And you come to this giant mansion in the adventuring district. But if you keep on following, like pretty much it like stays there for a really long time and like does a whole bunch of holding patterns, and it finally goes and leaves back towards the park district. If you tell me when you want me to stop, or I guess I can describe the mansion or whatever.
Yeah, is there anything distinguishing on the mansion, like a name or something?
Yes. Le manière de Dieu que ne muere
Nope.
jamais.
Nope.
Means nothing to me. Okay.
All right, let's keep going.
One more time?
Why would you pick this?
Le manière de Dieu que ne muere jamais.
I think it
Spell
says,
it.
says manure.
It's a foreign language.
I feel like Bug can't read. Have we decided that?
It's up to you,
I
man.
think you only knew basic words or something like that.
What would it take to understand a foreign language?
Yeah.
I have 2 dots in study.
I guess we could try study.
I mean, I imagine the base rules don't have extra languages.
No. And this will be like a non-repercussions roll.
6 and a 1.
Okay. Yeah, it is some kind of weird elven dialect.
French.
Yeah, it's French. And it means the Mansion of the Undying 2.
The Undying 2.
2. Yeah. 'cause
Yeah, the Mansion of the Undying 2.
I will pass it on to everybody. Oh, clearly that is the mansion of the Undying 2.
Oh.
It's an odd form of Elvish.
We're in the adventure district, right? Mm-hmm. Are there people around? I mean, is this?
Are there people going in and out like they're preparing for a giant party?
Roll a d6.
Fortune.
Yeah, fortune.
6.
6.
Holy
Yes.
cow!
I like these dice.
Yeah.
Roll me 1, 2,
Those ones with 2 6s and no 1s are just
Super
sweet.
helpful.
2d6. Roll 2d6.
And they escaped. I got a 5 and a 2.
5, so 7.
Oh, is that adding them together? Yes, 7.
Yeah, there's actually this male human walking in. He looks pretty muscular, but and he has like a black hair that's very close cut to his head. He has on these like rectangular spectacles. He's in a very nice formal wear. It's not like, or it probably would be like a bow, but it's more of like his kind of jacket and his pants are not like for super formal wear. It's more of like educational formal wear. I don't know what kind of suits those would be.
But I mean, clothing that we understand to be a tutor or something.
Yeah,
Something academic.
Academic.
Like-
but they're definitely
Like a
direct.
vest.
Yeah, it probably has on a vest on and
Patches on the elbows.
Bow
yes,
tie.
yes, yeah.
Does he have one of those mortar
cover the
boards on
wings.
top of his head?
No, I don't. No, I don't think.
At first, we thought it was just close cropped black hair, but it turns out it's a mortarboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like someone in academics, but they're dressed up nice even for academics, and they're about to pass through the gate.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll stop them.
Good day, chop.
Excuse me, Professor. Could you tell me who lives at this address? I have a delivery, and I'm not sure if I've taken it to the right place.
There are many people that live here, but I am here to see Cameron and Kaylin.
Oh, okay. I mean, clearly the sign on the front did not indicate that many people lived here, so I was just confused. Well, gosh, yeah. But you said many people live here. Is it a hostel of some sort, or
Can roll consort probably?
probably
Yeah.
consort? 5 and a 3.
Okay, 5 and 3. I'll just fill up another piece of the cloth.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Resist that.
Oh, I could resist it.
Those are probably the only things you can't resist.
Oh, you can resist everything except for these.
Yeah, I know.
Except
Why-
for engagement
because-
rolls, like
because-
when I don't want you to resist
No.
We're such assholes.
We are assholes.
Well, do you not know who really owns this mansion?
Well, as I said, I just have delivery.
There's this Cameron and Kaylin they're part of the 10.
Oh, the 10? I'm not familiar with that band.
Well, it's one of the fringe factions.
Oh.
A small group known for being everywhere in Moxbury when needed.
Oh, well, how interesting.
We don't have a bad reputation with them yet.
Yeah, he had to hunt to find one.
No. You see, they're having their yearly special event here. At least Cameron and Kaylin, the select special few get to go in and see what they're doing for research and participate in the auctions to purchase some of their equipment they are done using. It's
Quite an affair.
Yes, I was very lucky to secure an invitation.
Sure.
But yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity to learn and to acquire assets that are usually hard to come by
Yes. Yes. Okay, at this point, is Bug gone? Is he...
No, Bug stayed around to find out what this building was.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, but I'd really like to introduce you to my friend Nux here. He also has a long-standing interest in scientific inquiry and why this kind of meeting is just fortuitous, and I would consider it his lucky day.
As Iora is doing that, I'm tapping the compass and jiggling the sack and tapping the compass.
And I kind of hand on each of their shoulders and introduce them.
He's like, I am Starcher, and Starcher from our George Starcher, our Patreon supporter.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I am Dr. Starcher.
Well, yes. As I put them together, I would like to. I don't know how this works. I would like to smush them as much as possible.
Okay.
Do you mean socially smush them?
Socially smush them. Yeah.
I was like,
Of all of us,
yeah.
there's a person in our group that does do
I know.
experiments.
I know, but I'm looking for the person with the highest finesse to swipe that invitation.
I have 1 dot.
Who the hell has finesse in this
I
party?
have 2 finesse.
I have 1 dot of finesse.
Anybody would have been better.
Dude, I stole a ruby today.
You did steal a ruby
I was
again.
gonna steal a pocket watch.
And you stole several bites of meat.
It's very
Oh,
true.
goodness.
You are pretty swipey.
All right, so Bug, get
Smush him.
See, I was assuming you were doing it because of he had the compass and it was
No, I want the invitation. That's.
Do I know you want the compass?
it doesn't seem.
I don't think I would. I'm not very good at this whole social
I mean,
cues.
he said, "Hey, I was lucky to get this invitation," and I'm like, and so I'm trying to give you an opportunity, but I can't say.
I'm literally
I'm
over here. Okay.
I'm personally dying inside that you're trying to pass off the bugbear as this
Scientist, yes.
filthy bugbear with a sackcloth as a study stand of science.
I think the part.
And then what cracks me up the most is that Vance is over here
He's been
throwing.
swiping shit all day
Yeah,
long.
well, but he's just wrote he's got a mahjong tile, making it roll
Dancing.
through his fingers, and it goes into his sleeve and comes on his other sleeve, and he's juggling them
If only
around.
somebody could steal something.
I think in Nuck's defense, he would make a good mad scientist.
He definitely would.
I don't think there's any possible way. I'm picking up what you're putting down
Yeah.
here.
Okay. So
No
you
problem.
shake hands.
I'm fiddling with the compass.
Right.
I put the compass and all that stuff in my left hand,
Right.
and then I wipe it on my sack, my right hand on my sack, and it comes away dirtier. Going for the handshake.
He's like,
And then, his little peeny baby
Yeah.
hand, and I'm completely engulfing him.
he's like, he kind of just moves his whole arm up and
Yeah.
down.
And then I kind of look at Iora weirdly. And I'm like,
Okay. Is there any chance that nobody else picked up that we wanted to do that you wanted the stolen?
There's no way I can tell anybody.
I mean, we could do a flashback, and you could have told us.
I guess so. That's
Can
true.
we? I mean, because we're not in a score, I wasn't sure.
But you
what
wouldn't. I guess you didn't know this was
wasn't-
the case.
Yeah, I couldn't have flashback because I didn't know this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, but you never know what's going to happen.
I could. I mean,
Yeah, but
It's potential. I think my best chance at this is to
Steal
pretend
it?
to go deliver the thing and get out of sight, and then use the amulet to say, "Hey, look, guys, someone needs to swipe that invitation."
I mean, like out of character, like I don't know if I want. Can we meta this a little bit? Do you care?
What?
I mean, it's just got to play to my instincts and my beliefs. So if Ira starts going, oh man, I really want an invitation. How do I get it? Like then it would be like a thing that Vez would have picked up. Would have picked up on.
I get that.
Yeah, you could definitely ask some questions about invitations.
Yeah.
No one invites
think-
me to anything.
Iora's would pick up on. I mean, you know to play with Vez.
Yeah. It did not occur that way.
Sorry.
I mean,
but-
Dave doesn't.
I mean, Josh, it's kind of your call at this point.
No, you
if
can do
let me
that. You can say, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
And then I walk away.
Yeah, and he kind of takes out a handkerchief and cleans his hand.
It's real grimy.
Yeah.
He's a little
Yeah.
bullet meat, a little juice.
He just takes out a dagger and cuts off his hand.
No.
Dr. Starcher, you don't. That was really a momentous occasion for Nux there. You have no idea
away.
how you've really lit a fire under that young man.
That is great to hear.
Is he young? Is he a man?
I don't know much about bugbear culture, but that's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, so how do you go about getting an invitation to this kind? I mean, I must say I'm a little jealous because I go to many parties myself, and there aren't many that I miss, quite frankly.
Well, perhaps you're already on the list. You just know.
Oh, well, I guess if I just know, then I'm probably not. Is there anybody I can talk to about this oversight? I know it's last minute, but gosh.
Why wouldn't you just walk on in and see if you're on the list? I was just told by a comrade that I was invited. I've never received anything.
Oh, wow. So there's not a physical invitation. You just know.
I just know.
Wow. Well, then maybe I am. Yes.
You're well-to-do. What is your name?
Yes. My name is Dr. Clangley. And I am a doctor of bugbear and goblinoid societies.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Well,
it's rewarding work.
I bet.
I'm
Yeah.
picking my teeth with a toothpick real hard.
The little scamps are just you learn something every
Oh,
day.
absolutely. Well, maybe you are, and I will see you there. I'd love to talk with you sometime about your studies.
Yes, as would I. Maybe this evening.
Oh, perhaps.
I will go check with the staff about an invitation.
Well, okay, I'm going to go in there now, so see you soon, perhaps.
Yes, absolutely. Let us walk and talk.
All right, so yeah, you open up. It's kind of like a kind of gothic treatment, of course, with that kind of name of
Yeah.
of name. And so
Skulls everywhere. Everybody's got eyeliner on. Cut off, fingerless black lace gloves.
I was wearing like some kind of black, leathery, whatever,
yeah. So you walk.
ruffles. Yeah.
So you walk in with Dr. Starcher.
Yes, I do.
What does everyone else do?
I'm following.
I'm not sure if I want to follow it.
Unless someone tells me
This
otherwise,
isn't-
I'm following
This isn't
Iora.
an official mission. I don't know if I want
Well,
to
it
follow or
might
not.
be rolling engagement really soon. We'll find
Oh,
out.
man, for real?
There'll be one more roll probably before engagement. One more gather information roll. And I'm probably thinking it's whatever you find out when you walk in.
Okay.
So yeah,
all
Vez
right, I'll follow them because
Yeah, come on, everybody.
Vez puts his hand in his pocket, fondles his ruby,
I'm
and straight and walks like he's supposed to be here.
I'm anxious to see how this turns out.
Me too.
And what's bug?
Yeah, that's the question.
I'll look from like the compasses clearly not going into this mansion
No, not right now.
over. Yeah, I guess I'll go in.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to Tales from Moxferry. If you liked what you heard, you can find more at geekspective.com and on Twitter at geekspective. You can also find me on Twitter at EvilDMJosh if you're interested in geeky tweets. This episode was edited by Rudy Basso. He can be reached on Twitter at Rudy Basso for all your podcast needs. If you'd like to support Tales from Moxbury, you can become a patron at patreon.com/geekspective, or write a review on iTunes instead, or just tell a friend. Thank you for listening. See you all in 2 weeks.